Stick to social distancing seems to be an issue on day one of the lockdown as South Africa grapples with stopping the spread of COVID-19. The SABC, as the public broadcaster, has its reporters covering the pandemic countrywide. But how do they take care of themselves and what precautions are they taking? Well, THABISO, SITHOLE and cameraman THABO, MADILOLA show us how.
As we carried on driving through the west end of Johannesburg, we came to one of the supermarkets that is supposed to be an essential service where food is going to be sold for some of the people. And as you can see, these traffic officers or the police officers behind me, they've been grappling with long queues such as that queues that we've been experiencing the whole morning. And as you can see, the social distancing part is a non-issue for these patrons. As far as they're concerned, they come to buy food and their necessities. The question is, with the supposed first announcement of a passing or a death around the coronavirus in South Africa announced a short while ago, will scenes such as this contribute more to more infections and possibly more deaths? As we continue driving through the west end of Johannesburg, we drive to certain areas where people, again, this is a mall that we started up in fact a shopping center we drove past this morning, where there were queues of about 20-30 people, but now it seems that those queues have become even longer. A lot of these people who we'll see now were speaking about the fact that they only got their salaries yesterday, so they had no choice but to come out and do some shopping. As you can see there, one by one, some of them are being led into the store. You can see it is being controlled there with people being sprayed with hands. Some of the people obviously a bit scared or fear for the 21 days, what it entails for them, what will they feed their families. And unfortunately, these are things they've been seeing. The social distancing, which I mentioned a short while ago, does not seem to be a priority for some of these people. Some of these people, all they care about right now is trying to put food on their families' tables, and they only got paid yesterday. So the importance is, or the question is, what will the authorities once again do to try and curb the spread of the virus? And as you can see, this queue all around the block, this of course being the west end of Johannesburg, and a lot of these people coming from townships, neighboring townships such as Soweto, neighboring townships such as Krugersdorp and Kagiso, all of them wanting to get last minute shopping, or do their bit anyway to get last minute shopping for their families and friends. This is a long queue, ladies and gentlemen, but unfortunately, as you can see, there's no such thing as social distancing. In fact, some of these people here don't even have masks, or some of these people don't have any form of protection. Yes, they are wearing gloves, but the question is it enough to try and curb the spread of the coronavirus? As we've seen, the numbers are jumping, and some people saying, in fact some people in the know are saying that it's going to get worse before it gets better. South Africa, remember, still heading towards its winter, and this is a winter-borne virus. Since we left that location where the Joburg Metro Police Department were overwhelmed basically by the thousands of people that came through to buy food at that particular supermarket, we've now moved on further west of Johannesburg. We're in Randfontein, Krugersdorp basically. Again, Krugersdorp, a lot of townships around this area, the likes of Soweto border this area, Kagiso, just some of the number of townships. And again, this is a mall that is pretty well highly populated with people coming through. Although this morning we've heard already before lunchtime the fact that already 2 people have passed away due to the coronavirus, and it seems like this, the desperation of people who are not sure of what tomorrow holds for them, they're out here doing groceries. Some would say that it's not panic buying, this is their daily groceries that they have to feed their kids. The question though is what you've been asking, the social distancing and the phenomenon of how easily this virus has been able to spread. And as you can see, these people, most of them desperate to get just the bare necessities for their homes. And I'm not even sure if some of them have even picked up the fact that there's already been a death due to the coronavirus. But as far as they're concerned, there are throngs and throngs of queues, people coming through to make sure they get the last minute shopping for food on their table. It's desperate measures and desperate times for a lot of South Africans. And at this point in time, we've just reached over 1,000 infections in South Africa, 2 confirmed deaths. The question is, are any of these people in these queues going to be part of, first and foremost, contracting it from somebody they're standing in line with, or secondly, are they contracted themselves? And if so, how many deaths could possibly, unfortunately, come out of any of these infections.
And of course, speaking of those deaths, just another reminder that, of course, the coronavirus death toll in South Africa has now been revised to 1 and not 2, as earlier reported this morning in South Africa. It has been confirmed that 1 person has died due to the coronavirus. The second person had not, in fact, succumbed, or it has not been confirmed that that person has died of coronavirus. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we have